Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Tay, and I'm so glad you're here. Today, I'm actually going to just be talking about the 10 things that I hate about motherhood. And I actually feel bad even saying that, but I also feel like it's a normal thing to feel that nobody really likes to talk about because it kind of sounds bad. So let's just get right into them. So, obviously, even though there are things that I hate about being a mom, I absolutely love being a mom in general. I would never in a million years change the fact that I'm a mom or wish that I didn't have my daughter, nothing like that. But there are just things that, you know, if you if you could pick and choose the parts of motherhood that you got, these would not be the things that I would be picking. So the first thing is the lack of sleep. Now, obviously, I know that people always tell you that when you're having a kid, you're not going to sleep and blah, blah, blah. But my child is almost 16 months old and has yet to even one time sleep through the night. And I was not prepared for that. I was prepared for the newborn stage where she doesn't sleep through the night. But I genuinely thought that by this point, if not a long time ago, I would be sleeping through the night again. And obviously, when your baby's not sleeping, you're not sleeping. And just the amount of exhaustion that you feel on a daily basis is insane, especially like right now my daughter is teething, and so at night she's waking up every like hour and a half, and that's been going on for 2.5 weeks. And it's just it's a lot. And so the lack of sleep is so much worse than I originally anticipated, and I was not prepared, and I absolutely hate it. I cannot wait until I can sleep through the night again. Like, cannot wait. Another reason that I absolutely hate this is, like I said, since she's not sleeping, I'm not sleeping, and when I get really tired, I get super emotional. And that's not that doesn't mean that I just like cry all the time, but it means that like I have a short fuse, I get snippy, and I can also cry all the time. And so, the exhaustion just kind of bleeds into the rest of my life. And so I'm not a huge fan of that. The second thing that I absolutely hate is we have gotten into toddler tantrums. And, it's just hard trying to understand what your baby toddler, I know I always call her a baby still because she is, even though she's technically a toddler, but trying to always understand what she's asking for. She can't talk a lot, so she can't actually communicate what she wants. And she's also learning how to, regulate her emotions. And it's just very hard because, you have her feelings, and then she's not expressing them the way that you want. So then, your feelings get a little flustered, and you can get mad or upset or whatever. But like, you can't get mad or upset because then they feed off of your mad and upset, and it's just a never ending cycle. So, toddler tantrums, not fun either. The third thing kind of goes along with these, but it's just all of the emotions that you feel as a mom. Obviously, you're dealing with their emotions, but you're also dealing with a lot of new emotions yourself. Like, there are things that I never even thought about emotions wise until I was a mom, and that's just like I worry a lot more. Like, I've always been a worrier, but like I worry a lot more about like safety and like, if I go do something that like sounds fun, is it, like I'm a lot more scared of like dying than I was before. Like, I don't want her to not have a parent. And like, I know that might sound weird to some of you, but it's just true. And like, I don't know, obviously my hormones are all wacky still. So like there's a lot of things that didn't used to make me cry that now I bawl like a baby, like at just random commercials or just stuff like that. So like before I had a baby, I was not a super emotional person, honestly. And or at least I didn't express my emotions a lot. I was very good at, you know, maintaining my composure and then, crying, by myself later. And like now it's just like it is what it is. Like you might say hi to me and I'll burst into tears, it's fine. But so emotions is just it's not fun for me since I was so not like that before. That has been a very big adjustment for me. The fourth thing, and this might be like the biggest thing that I don't like. It's just that like you can't do whatever you want to do like you could before. Like you have to plan. I mean, you don't have to, but if you want your life to be reasonably okay and normal, like you have to plan your life around nap times and bedtimes. And if like I used to just like run up to town to get a pop at the gas station or something, and now that's like a 20-30 minute extravaganza because I have to get her in the car seat and get the car seat in the car. And then once I get there, I have to get her out. And, is the pop really worth the 30 minutes? And, sometimes it is, but most of the time it's not. And, like, just running up, to go clothes shopping. It's like, do I really want her? Like, what if she doesn't want to sit in the car? She can't run around the store. And so, you just can't do what you want to do. And not that, you know, that always upsets me, but there are times when it's like, I just want to go, get my nails done. And, I I could if, when my husband gets home, he can stay with her, but that's just not super convenient. Like what if, I don't know. You just you never you just can't go do whatever you want to do. If me and my husband want to go see a movie, we have to find a babysitter. If we want to go on a date, you have to find a babysitter. And it's just a lot harder to do the things that used to be like normal daily, you know, easy things to do. Another thing is that when you do decide to leave, you have like 80,000 things that you have to remember to take, for every situation with your baby. Like, what if they need a change of clothes? What if, they get hungry and they need a snack and they need a sippy cup and they need diapers? And, it's just a lot harder than grabbing your keys, your phone, and your debit card and running up to town to grab a drink. You know, just a lot different. The next thing that I really don't like is the meal planning that you have to do for your baby or toddler or whatever it is. And not that I don't like cooking, because I do like cooking, but you have to cook with keeping in mind that like my daughter doesn't like spicy food. I love spicy food. So sometimes I'm like, "Oh, this sounds really good," but I can't make it because it's super spicy. And I understand that, like I could take some out for her before I add the spice, but that's just it's a lot of work. And like I said, I don't like it. I just want to be able to make one meal for everybody if I don't feel like cooking. It doesn't matter. She still has to eat 3 meals a day. And, that's, not my favorite. And lastly, I just want you to remember that even though there are times when we all hate motherhood, that is a completely normal feeling. There is nothing in the world that you 100% love of everything all the time, in my opinion. And so it's completely normal to have parts of motherhood that you don't like. Motherhood is not all rainbows and butterflies, and that doesn't mean that you love your child any less. And so, like I said, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you can relate to this, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye.